Hello, my autistic Nintendo brothers and sisters. It's me, Frederick, the autistic Nintendo fan, and today I'll be doing a review on Super Mario Sunshine from the Super Mario 3D All Stars collection. Now, this review is gonna be a little bit different from the other review because the other one I did, it was okay, but I didn't really go into detail on the last one. So this review, I'm gonna go to more bit detail. And though I'm not gonna spoil nothing, I'm not gonna talk about the ending and you know all that stuff. So the word is gonna be spoiler free because I want you guys to play the game for yourself and experience. So if you like this video, please like and also please consider subscribing to the channel. So without further ado, let's go. So the games begin with this cutscene of Mario, Princess Peach, and Toadsworth on their plane going to Isle Delfino for a nice relaxing vacation. But when they get there, it turns out that everything's not so relaxing because on the isle, there's all this icky, goopy stuff all over the place. And also there's this shadow creature that looks a lot like Mario. So, since it looks a lot like Mario, the islanders think that Mario did it. So now Mario has to go around and clean it all up. But he has help from his very special gadget, which is called the Flood. With the Flood, he's able to go all around and clean the isle. So the way how you play the game is you do go around cleaning on the island, but you do actually go through other levels, and you do by going through these M-shaped portals. And when you do, you'll see on the screen that you'll be going to a level, but there's 8 different missions, and each mission has a shine for you to get. And some of the missions are easy, but some of them are hard, but a lot, they're very fun. And the different ones are very amazing. And just the level designs, a lot of them, pure genius, at least in my opinion. Now, when it comes to the levels, a lot of them are unique. So, for instance, there's one where you go to a construction site, and there's another one where you go to a hotel and take care of some ghosts. There's one where you go to a village and you clean up lava. There's one where you have to chase Shadow Mario all over the place. There's one where you got to give a chain chop a bath. And there's like so many, like they're all different, unique, which is one thing I love about the game. They're so creative, and the environments and each one is beautiful. Like there's this one you see on screen. The sunset in the background is beautiful, amazing. This is easily one of my favorite levels because it's just so beautiful because one thing about me, I love nature and seeing all these beautiful sceneries like the sunset or the beautiful mountains or the beautiful ocean. It's just so amazing. So that's one thing I love about this game. Now, when it comes to the platforming, I think this is again one of the best platforming games I ever played. Especially with the Flood. The Flood makes the platforming very unique and so different. Like, I mean, it's kind of hard to explain without spoiling it too much, especially when you have the Flood. But the mechanics with the Flood, like we have to spray water, but there's also a mechanic where you switch it. You're able to like hover for a little while, but that makes the platforming very unique because there were times where I had to make a jump, and thanks to the Flood, I was able to get to that platform because without that, I would have fallen straight to the ground. So the Flood makes the platforming very much fun. Now, the levels you are seeing on the screen, oh my gosh, these levels are very tough, but at the same time, this is one of my other favorite things about the games because these are like the secret levels and they're very tough. And one thing I just want to say that when you play this level, you will not have the Flood. I know with the gameplay I'm showing you, I have the Flood, but that's because I finished the game, so that's why I have it. But when you first start playing, you won't have the Flood, and when you don't have the Flood, I mean, it's not hard, but when it comes to these type of levels, they are pretty tough. And I think these levels test your platforming skills. Like they really put your platforming skills to the test. And I love that because I do love platforming games and I do love a good challenge. So if you're a person that loves platforming games and you love a good challenge, these levels are your kind of levels. And I love the different ones. They're also different. Like you can see, this one is like a more Mario theme. There's one that's a Yoshi theme. That's one of my favorites. And there's one that where there's a bunch of blocks. Like these levels are just so creative. And yeah, this is one of my favorite parts of the game. And these levels are very fun, but pretty tough. So the last thing I want to talk about are the boss battles. And the boss battles, at least in my opinion, are pretty tough, but also at the same time, they're kind of funny. Like, for example, with Peter Piranha, basically how you defeat him is by you have to fill him with water, then, like, I mean, it's kind of so ridiculous, but basically, you have to fill him with water, then he gets so fat that he cannot move. Then, when he does, you gotta ground pound him. It is just so weird because he's a plant, flower creature. And another fun one is where you fight this giant squid, and the way you defeat him is by ripping the arms off. It's kind of funny at the same time, but also kind of painful. But I mean, the boss battles are very unique. And that's it. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, if you enjoyed the video, please like it. And if you enjoy the video, please also consider subscribing to the channel for more random Nintendo stuff. Also, please subscribe because next week I'm going to be reviewing Super Mario Galaxy, part of the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection. And I do highly recommend the game. And when it comes to Super Mario Sunshine, I heard a lot of people didn't like it because it was different. And it is different and it's unique in its own way. But I do highly recommend you give it a chance. And I love Super Mario Sunshine. In fact, it's one of my favorite Mario games of all time. And it's one of my favorite games of all time. So I highly recommend it. I also highly recommend you play the collection. So I hope you guys enjoy. Again, please like and subscribe. Also, please follow me on Twitter at PeacefulYossi7. Well, that's it. Remember, the autistic Nintendo community or more than a community. Autistic Nintendo family. I'm Frederick, the autistic Nintendo fan. I'll see you guys later. Happy Thanksgiving, happy anniversary, Mario, and happy birthday.